themselves. Big enough for all of us to be here together for the holidays, but not big enough that any of us can move back home. My mom's expertly curated Christmas decorations still sit on the entryway table, and a chandelier above us casts a warm yellowish light. The laughter from my family sitting in the living room echoes around the space. "You're not a loser," Morgan says. "Well, you're kind of a loser." My brother Ryan, who's standing next to her, pipes in, and I give him my best glare. Nose scrunched, eyes squinting, lips slightly puckered. "And you were an accident," I say to him, dropping my scowl and giving him a very poignant upward lift of my chin. I love to bring up the fact that Ryan was never in my parents' family plans, but he showed up unexpectedly, much like he does so often in my life. Ryan lifts his shoulders and lets them drop. "Mom and Dad's favorite accident," he replies. I make a snorting noise. "Hardly, you dry breadstick." Not my best comeback, but I'm trying to be a little kinder with my insults. I follow a nurse on TikTok who shared how she delivers her slights in a nicer way, by taking something that's good and ruining it by tacking something not so good onto it. For example, a breadstick is yummy, but add dry to the beginning and now it's not so yummy anymore. Unless it's one of those Italian crispy breadsticks, but that's not what I mean. Well, Ryan is a not the good kind of dry breadstick. He's also an unfrosted Pop-Tart, a stale donut, and an undercooked chicken breast. "Stop," Morgan intervenes. She's a well-practiced mediator at this point. Ryan may annoy me, as younger brothers often do, but he's not totally wrong here. I am a bit of a loser. It's New Year's Eve, my 29th one to be exact. And I've never, not once, had someone to kiss at midnight to ring in the new year. At 29, I've barely even kissed someone, period. I thought I might get a decent one from Mason, the New Year's Eve date ditcher, 5 years ago? It's all a big blur. But there was obviously no smooching happening that night. I wasn't totally honest when I messaged Gotham Guardian 5. I did have a date tonight. 2 of them, in fact. But it was my 5-year-old niece, Millie, and my 3-year-old nephew, Caden, so they don't really count. Plus, they've already gone to bed, leaving me all by myself. Now it's just me, surrounded by family. Both of my parents, my oldest brother Kyle and his wife Carrie, Millie and Caden's parents, my next oldest brother Derek and his wife Lauren, and my baby brother Ryan with his new fiancée, Morgan. Yes, Morgan, my best friend, got engaged to my brother 1 week ago on Christmas Day. I introduced them a couple of summers ago, thinking Ryan would hate her like he did all my other friends, but they fell in love instead. I've never seen either of them happier, so even though I want to hate it all, my brother basically stealing my best friend and doing weird coupley things with her, like playing pickleball like old people and going out on Friday nights for karaoke. People still do that? I'm choosing to be supportive of the whole thing. I understand now why the high road is less traveled. It's hard. So anyway, here we are, 2 hours before midnight, and everyone here has a someone. Everyone except me, that is. "Just let me go home," I say, finally wrenching my arm out of Morgan's grip. She drops her hand and pushes her shoulders back. "If you stay, I'll kiss you at midnight instead of Ryan." "What?" Ryan says, giving his betrothed the same scrunched face I just gave him, but not quite as good as mine. We may have the same dark blonde hair and hazel eyes. At 1 year apart, people often ask if we're twins, but I am clearly the better scowler. "With tongue," she adds, giving me 2 succinct eyebrow lifts, a playful smile on her lips. My gosh, if her middle school students could see Miss Holman right now. I scrunch my nose. As tempting as it sounds, I'll have to pass. Ryan makes a gagging sound. Thank goodness for that. "So what? You're just going to go home and sleep?" Morgan asks, throwing her hands up in the air.